Here we go in the semifinals, BLG.NA versus Reason Gaming. It's definitely a matchup that everyone's been looking forward to, myself included. This is a semifinal. Winner of this match moves on to the finals, against which will be, one way or another, a European team. So in the finals, we will have North America versus EU, but first we have to get through this grudge match. BLG.NA just came off of a very impressive victory against Juice Gaming, a team who did beat them in the finals of the tournament last weekend. The picks for Reason Gaming is, let's see, we have Cupid on Hero GG, Agni on Lassis, Akiadro is playing on her, Maddie Pocket is playing this Vamana, who recently got a pretty big buff, and Wolfie is on Bakusora. On the BLG.NA side, we have Jerby playing Hell Mid, Zatman on Wukong, Decay playing Raw, Sparks playing Odin, and KO playing Guan Yu. If you look at the team compositions, I feel like maybe BLG.NA got the better of these two, got the better picks out of these two teams. We'll have to see what Reason Gaming can do to kind of counteract that. Odin's super strong right now. Guan Yu, great ult. You got Wukong, who in my opinion is the best jungler in the game, and Jerby playing Hell Mid. Hell is super strong late game. Doesn't look like we're going to have any confrontations right now. It looks like BLG.NA will pick up this blue buff, while Reason Gaming picks up this speed buff as well. And where is this? There's Lassis. He goes all the way over to get that blue buff, and he's going to pick up this gold buff as well, give him a little bit more tankiness, some more sustain in lane, and we are off to the races, folks. Mid lane, Jerby against Lassis. Jerby very much so wants to beat Lassis mid. Lassis is on probably his most comfortable character, Agni. He kind of took Agni and just made him a mid character, made him viable. That's what he's well known for. He is doing some work on this Jerby with those auto attacks mid, and he's probably going to backdash. Nope, not going to backdash here. And it looks like he's going to continue gashing. Jerby misses that one on Lassis, so he's going to continue to push this tower. Lassis can take a little bit of creep damage here from these minions. Left lane, we do have Cupid Vamana versus Odin Raw, both very strong lanes. Right side, we do have Wolfie grabbing this green buff. He's got green and speed right now. Akiadro playing this on Horror. They're going to move up and start eliminating these creeps, trying to push his tower in. Lassis still farming all these creeps. He's got that flame wave out along with that fire dash. He's keeping Jerby very well under his tower. He's hit level 4 before Gerbcraft has. Jerby is also rocking that blue buff, so they can spam their abilities as much as they want. Lassis does take one hit from the tower. Moving over to the left lane real quick. Looks like Hero GG took some damage from this combo of Odin Raw. Maddie Pocket seems to be in good shape. Hero does have those hearts, so getting some health back shouldn't be a problem. Looks like Decay and Sparks were going to bait this buff, but Reason Gaming just moves back. Going to let them take this, and they're going to reset lanes right after, I would suspect. Lassis getting pushed under his tower by Jerby, waiting to hit that level 5 so he can harass a bit more with his ult. Jerby doing everything he can to keep Lassis at bay. You heard DM Brandon say during the interview that if they can keep Lassis at bay and underfed, that they've got a better chance of winning this game. Looks like both side lanes are pretty much stalemated. Lassis taking a little bit more damage from that AoE than maybe he needed to. He misses that stun on Jerby. He could be in a little bit of trouble here. Jerby moving in, hits with that 1, waiting for the 3 to come up. That auto attack, damage not quite there. Looks like that 3 was on cooldown. Lassis going back to purchase disconnect. To purchase disconnect. Did I remember to take all my overlays down and stuff this time? I did. Okay, terrific. Trying to get back in game real quick. I cannot type to save my life. I gotta remember to quick switch between all the different gods on both teams so that we do not get disconnected. It's a small bug that Duke is working out right now with the programmer team. It looks like Wolfie did come mid to try and keep this mid lane at bay. You got a little bit of free farm there as well. We're just going to start switching back and forth a little bit. Wolfie going in for... Ooh, it looks like he has contention at that gold buff. Wolfie does go down to that Zapman. Zapman's going to grab this gold buff real quick. Here comes Jerby to try and push out that Lacis. Nothing going on there. But we do get first blood on BLG.NA side. Wolfie does go down. That's going to hurt him a lot considering he is the AD carry. Guan Yu comes in for a potential gank on Lacis mid on this Agni. Not going to happen, but Jerby is spamming the hell out of these spells, trying to do as much damage as possible. But Lacis seems to be in okay shape. So he's just going to try and get these creeps out of his tower so we can continue to farm, get that gold, get that XP. Hero GG and... what is this? Hero GG over here in this Cupid along with Matty Pocket on that Mamana doing the best they can to keep this lane stalemated, pushed. Because you do have pushing power from Ra. Odin's in a good place right now. Mamana Cupid could be very strong as well. We'll have to see what they do against this lane moving forward. Continuing to move around, going back to mid maybe if it lets me. Looks like Alakite does get Jerby pushed in a little bit. Running low on mana. I think he used all his ult charges. And they're both in about the same shape. 2/3 health with about a third mana, maybe a little bit less on Jerby. Maybe some action going on the right side. Speed buff getting contended by KO on this Guan Yu. Looks like Wolfie and Keadrill are just going to peel off and say not worth it. Dying again does not seem good. Wukong comes in for a possible gank on this Agni mid. Lacis does not have anything coming of it, so it looks like Lacis going to go back, regen health and mana, maybe spend some of his hard-earned gold while Hero GG covers mid for him. Hell goes back as well, so it's Wukong is on Zapman, or Zapman on Wukong and Hero GG on Cupid, facing off mid for the time being. Looks like Bakasura, Wolfie on Reason Gaming going to go pick up this green buff real quick, while in the left lane you've got Matty Pocket on this Vamana, just trying to sustain against this Raw, while people are migrating in and out of lanes, covering so on and so forth. Moving on to back to mid lane, Lacis does make it back. Looking at items real quick. We've got a Warlock Sash and Magi Boots, Tier 2 Heartseeker, a Tabby with Creeping Curse and Hog, full Heartseeker on Keadrill, and then we've got Creeping Curse with Hand of Gods and a Tier 1 Reinforced Boots. Just making sure we don't miss anything. Lacis just doing a little bit of damage. Hero comes in. He misses the stun. There goes the Wukong ult. Hero GG being bursted down. There goes the Cupid ultimate. Maybe a Jerby kill here. Hero GG just gets out. Jerby got the quick heal. Nothing going on there. Matty Pocket coming in maybe a bit too late. Doesn't look like we've got ourselves a kill here. So still 0-1 or 1-0 in favor of BLG.NA. Finishing up the items here. Going down to BLG.NA, we've got already 3 abilities on Odin. We've got Aegis, Creeping Curse, Hand of Gods with 0 items. On Raw, we've got Spear and Tier 1 Magi. Guan Yu is running Reinforced Boost Tier 2 with the Warlock Sash. Sun Wukong, Zapman, full Heartseeker with Tier 1 Warrior Tabi Boots. And Hell, Jerby, mid, running Reinforced Boost Tier 2, and he's going with a Void Stone to try and mitigate some of that Agni damage. He does not want to let this Lacis push him around. He does have that healing potential. Obviously, they're both past level 5. We're looking at 8 and 9 right now. The goal disparity is literally nothing. Literally nothing for these two. And it looks like Lacis doesn't get that stun off on Jerby. There's a Flame Wave. There's a heal. It does not have another ult charge up unless it ticks right now. He hits that health potion, and he's starting to run back right now. But that is an early tower for Reason Gaming. We're looking at about 7:15 for that mid tower, and maybe a possible gank being set up here mid. Nope, I think maybe Wolfie just coming to cover so Lacis can go back again. Not quite sure yet. Maybe going to help just push this lane. Infinite possibilities here. Right lane getting pushed fairly hard by the Sun Wukong. Keadrill doing his best to hold them off. He used his 2 ability to basically just creep that to clear that entire creep wave. While Bakasura, Wolfie is grabbing this yellow buff real quick. That is completely done. Left lane is basically stalemated right now. Both creep waves meeting right in the middle. We've got Hell and Guan Yu of BLG.NA pushing this mid lane, while Wolfie on this Bakasura is trying to hold those creeps at bay. Lacis and Agni is coming back up. Looks like we have a little bit of mix up right side. It looks like Keadrill on her does go down, giving BLG.NA a 2-2 2-0 kill advantage at less than 10 minutes in the game. BLG.NA playing lights out. Again, they did just come off of a big victory against Juice Gaming, and they're looking to keep that momentum moving forward straight into the finals. We'll have to see if there's anything Reason Gaming can do to slow them down. Running through my gods here so that I don't get disconnected. Right side, Guan Yu maybe chasing down this Bakasura. Nope, nothing coming of it. 3 of BLG.NA did just go back to buy regen health and mana, so they're all in good shape. Wolfie just sitting here free farming. He has yellow buff on, so he's not taking a ton of damage. And is that not the greatest ringtone of all time? I forgot to put my phone in silence. I apologize. Do we have wards yet? Checking for wards. There's our first ward. What timing? Matty Pocket puts down a vision ward right over here by this this Fury. I think maybe Reason Gaming is looking to try and catch up a little bit by completing objectives. You know, buff camps. You've got Fire Giant. You've got Gold Fury, Towers, so on and so forth. Right now, they might be very objective-minded. We'll have to see what they do to try and get those objectives taken down. Again, the cameras, it's a little weird. It's a little different. We've got a brand new UI, so if the camera work isn't 100% perfect spot on, I apologize for that. Looks like Lassis is going towards the right to either hold this tower. Nope, he decided not to, going back to mid right now. He does not want to let Jerby get in front of him if he can help it. Right lane, we have Sun Wukong maybe trying to steal this green buff, but might get caught by Bakasura and Ki. There goes the Creeping Curse. That man is slowed down. He throws on his ultimate to try and keep him fronting. There's a big stun on Zatman from that on her. Looks like Zatman's going to get bursted. One more attack should do it. And there is Reason Gaming's first kill. Going back towards mid lane, it looks like Lassis is peeking back and forth to see what he can do to try and help out the rest of his team. Vamana from left lane maybe going to come mid, try for this kill. Lassis does hit that stun barely on the outside. Jerby misses that light side one skill shot, which Lassis is very happy about because he was not looking too good there for a moment. He is going back to regen health and mana, and Matty Pocket might be setting up for this Gold Fury, but Sparks on Odin does see that. He does have green buff, so he can absorb a lot of damage, and maybe Guan Yu is starting to migrate this way, which is a double-edged sword. He can help if a team fight does happen at Gold Fury, but at the same time, on her on the right side will be able to continue pushing this lane. So they've got to make a very quick decision here, and they've got to hope it's the right one. It looks like everyone has backed off of Gold Fury for the time being. 2 people from BLG.NA coming up mid. You've got Jerby on that Hell, and you've got Zatman on this Wukong, and you've got Sparks on this Odin, and Decay on this Raw. Moving towards Gold Fury right now, we have 4 members of BLG.NA in the in the proximity where where Reason Gaming is completely spread out. It looks like maybe nothing happening. We do have 2 people for BLG.NA mid pushing this lane. Lassis, not worried too much. He does have backup coming. Bakasura right there in the jungle with Vamana right next to him. Let's see if they try to set anything up here. But here comes that Raw over to maybe set up a gank on Lassis mid, while on her continues to farm the right side. Cupid, Hero GG returning back to the left lane. And maybe this Raw is just grabbing this green buff. An ult charge, a stun, and a flame wave from Lassis on this Jerbcraft, trying to crank out as much damage as possible. Jerby does have that healing ability, though, so keeping him down below half health is going to be very difficult. 3 mid right now. We do see a Purification Beast hit on Zatman. Lassis still going mid. Guan Yu going back up towards that tower. That Keodrel is pushing. And it looks like he's going to be just fine. Tower does not go down, but he does get a lot of damage on it. Jerby trying to harass out Lassis a little bit just to keep him from pushing the lane any further. Lanes have basically reset at this point. Bakasura Wolfie does go back, who is in the right lane. Hero GG making his way back towards his Vamana to keep left lane situated. And on her is grabbing his cooldown buff real quick. Here comes Drew again with that stun into Flame Wave. Jerby does hit his light side one, his dark side one. He hits his 3. Lassis running backwards. Has he gotten any sort of magical protection yet? No, he is going straight towards Gem of Isolation. There is that Wukong. Lassis trying to run away. It looks like he's going to be just safe. But it looks like BLG.NA might be collapsing on this Gold Fury right now. Yep, it looks like they're trying to burn that down. Reason Gaming doesn't look like they're in any shape to stop it. He's at half health right now. Here comes Hero GG. Here comes Wolfie. Are they going to bring him back too far? Will it reset? No! BLG.NA does get that first Gold Fury. That's the first main objective of the game we've seen. Just Reason Gaming gets there slightly too late. They're pulled back slightly too far to do anything against it. But we do see Wolfie grabbing this quick green buff. He leaves those two Harpies there just to, I guess, troll a little bit. I don't think green buff will respawn if those two Harpies are there. And it looks like all mates returning back to lane, except Wolfie is on the left side on her, going back to the right side. Jerby on this hell is definitely trying to push mid as hard as possible. He wants that tier 1 tower. He wants to even up these lanes. Hero GG, maybe? Nope. Zapman on that Wukong decides not worth it. Bakasura is still in the area, but here comes Raw and Odin. Cupid dashes out. He's going to be just fine. On the right side, Guan Yu grabbing this blue buff, ensuring that all his camps are cleared so that they're not providing Reason Gaming with any additional XP or gold that they don't have to. Let's take a look at items real quick while we're in a state where we can. Almost done with Gem of Isolation on Agni. Executioner second item for Cupid. Full Executioner on Bakasura. Heartseeker full Warrior Tabir on her. We're seeing a Stone of Gaia on Vimana along with the hide of Lion. So he's going physical protection with magical protection and some health regen there, which is going to help him quite a bit. Odin has still got his 3 abilities with his full reinforced boots. Full spear, tier 2 or tier 1 Magi and tier 2 isolation on Raw. Guan Yu rocking the reinforced boots and the Warlock sash. Zapman, Sun Wukong, full Heartseeker, full Executioner, tier 1 Warrior Tabi. Hell has got reinforced boots tier 2, Void Stone with Gem of Isolation. Looks like lanes are almost reset. Maybe some action right side. Bakasura, Wolfie going in on this Wukong. Wukong does go down. They're trying to pick up this key. Maybe a double kill. Yes, they do wipe out right lane. I think both those kills did go to Wolfie. Checking real quick. Yep, double kill for Wolfie. He has no Heartseeker, so it's not going to go towards his stacks, but he's certainly going to get some golden XP for that, and it's definitely going to help. Moving on, we have an Odin ult on Matty Pocket. He hits that ultimate. He's in good shape. They do not want to dive that tower. Matty should be able to take out these creeps no problem. So that is not a tier 1 tower, and that is not a kill for BLG.NA on this left side. Looks like on her might be going up for this speed buff if it's not up, which it's not. He does have this green buff wrapped around him. Going over here towards La Cease. Jerby... Nope, nothing going on there. Keydrill does miss his stun on Gerbcraft on that hell. So they're basically just going to sit in their tower. Maybe try and take this hour. Oh, they don't have the help anymore. They're setting up for something. Oh my god. A 17-minute fire giant. We have 4 members of Reason Gaming trying to burn down this fire giant real quick. He is at 1/3 health. I don't think BLG.NA knows what's going on. Maybe they do. They start heading over there. Too late, though. Too late. So, Reason Gaming pulls out a sub-17-minute fire giant. Anything sub-20 is considered a little crazy. So, under 17 minutes, that's wild. So, that does bring them right back up to the gold advantage. They're sitting at 34K, where BLG.NA is sitting at just over 31K. And that, in my opinion, brings this game right back to where it started, 0-0. A 3-2 kill differential for Reason Gaming over BLG.NA. It looks like they're trying to get back into the groove of things, where BLG.NA really started throwing a hammer, a wrench in those gears early on. But it looks like they're starting to stabilize just a little bit. Right lane sitting here just farming right now. Green buff up for left lane on BLG.NA's side. Mid lane getting pushed really hard by Gerbcraft on this hell. And if I don't take a sip of water, my throat's going to fall off. Apologies. Keydrill on this on her. Pushes away, scares off this Wukong. Almost had a team fight there. And it looks like maybe BLG.NA is setting up for this next Gold Fury. They did an amazing job against Juice Gaming to keep this on their side. Matty does take down that ward that was placed almost right in front of him, I think. So 1, 2, 4 members of BLG.NA in the proximity of Gold Fury, where there's only 1, 2, 3, going to be 4 members of Reason Gaming in the proximity of Gold Fury as well. So it looks like we might possibly see some sort of a team fight here. Anher and Wukong, of the respective teams, still kind of chilling out over the right side and make sure that no one gets any more advantage over that lane than they already have. I'm sure that they would love that tier 2 tower. And it looks like we have some sort of a Guan Yu initiation on this team. Looks like Jerby might get bursted on. He pops his Aegis. There's the big kill on Jerpcraft. He's going down. That is BLG.NA's mid player. Lasis does stay upright and moving, full mana, half health, and with held down, I think that Reason Gaming is going to go ahead and try and pick up this Gold Fury, which would make 1 Gold Fury for BLG, 1 Gold Fury for Reason Gaming, and 1 Fire Giant for Reason Gaming, definitely giving them the edge in terms of kill. We went from this being almost a perfectly balanced game to almost over a 5k difference. So at this point, BLG.NA has a bit of an uphill battle to climb. An uphill, yes. You know what I'm saying. Almost another small team fight. Oh my! Lassie says, yeah, why not? I have ult charges. I have a stun. I'm going to try this. There goes the Cupid ult. They can't move, neither one of them. There's 1 kill on that Raw. They're going to try and dive this Odin here. Matty Pocket going in so hard. Hearts, there's another duo kill for one person or another. I think we need that in spec mode saying blah, 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 kill blah. And there goes mid tower down for Reason Gaming. They found themselves, BLG.NA found themselves in a rough position there with 1 person down. They couldn't all split at the same time. Ran in different directions. Reason Gaming made the right decision to go in on the right people. They get this mid tower. Here comes Wukong along with that Guan Yu in this hell, trying to burst down as many people as they can. Hell goes down. Looks like Guan Yu goes down. Wolfie just survives with nearly nothing left on his life bar. And they're going to push in and do as much damage on this Minotaur as possible. I think Hero GG does fall for Reason Gaming, but they do have a 4-1 God advantage right now. Wolfie does go back. Looks like Lasis is going to go back. I think Maddie and Keydra are going to try and take this tower over here. Maddie is taking it like a boss, letting Keydra on this on her do as much damage as possible. So in that fight, they got a tower, they got 4 kills, and they grabbed more of a gold advantage. We're looking at almost 45k for Reason Gaming compared to 35k of BLG.NA. At 21 minutes in, they've pulled a 10k gold advantage with Fire Giant popping, I think, in the next 90 seconds. So we're going to probably see some more wards, and I think BLG.NA is going to have to set up for a Fire Giant, going to have to win a team fight there, and grab that Fire Giant to stay in this game. They've just, in the last 4 minutes, they've just gotten behind. They've gotten caught out of position. And the only thing they can do to try and keep that from getting worse is to pick up a couple kills and get that Fire Giant. Objectives here are going to win this game. So we're looking at an 8-3 kill disparity in favor of Reason Gaming over BLG.NA. And it looks like we've got a lot going up here mid. 5 members now of BLG.NA are in that proximity of their mid lane at the end there, where everybody from Reason Gaming is kind of getting back up and ready. It looks like BLG.NA is going to be the first team to set up for Fire Giant, and it does pop. So now Reason Gaming is going to have to try and get up there and stop it, where BLG.NA has the advantage here because they got here first. They know where they are, and it looks like they're going to come out and try and meet this fight. Jerby gets pushed up. Zatman in this Wukong bots up. He throws down the ulti on Keydra on this on her. Odin being bursted down. Wolfie goes in. He pops his ult. They are forcing that. Odin down. Odin does fall. Jerby pops his Aegis. 4 people sitting there waiting for him. Jerby does go down. It looks like Reason Gaming does get there in time to take this Fire Giant. And again, everybody but Wukong goes down for BLG.NA, and no deaths on the side of Reason Gaming. They're going to burn down this Fire Giant real quick and push for their lives. Yeah, and the majority of them, full health, full mana, whereas that man maybe gets caught by Lasis going man mode all the way into the tower. No, he says, I'm going to do some damage on this Minotaur instead, and that is a big wave of creeps, and we have the rest of Reason Gaming coming in here right now. This could be GG. We might see our first entrance into the finals. Reason Gaming, that Minotaur is being burned down, and there it is. GG, well played. Reason Gaming takes the semifinal match. BLG.NA does everything they can to stop it, but it just was not enough. Not enough to stop this Reason Gaming team. So we'll have to take a short break, and then we will get into a couple of interviews. GG, well played. Another great match to watch.